Hey folks, another quick video from Prepper Rabbit. I've been reading a lot and seeing a lot of stuff on social media about passport bros, and I thought it was kind of funny at first, and then I started doing just a little bit of research, and I wanted to share something with y'all. So these guys that are uh, going overseas to, I guess, to get a wife, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to get a wife from overseas than it is to get one from the United States. And I thought that was crazy. So I looked up the average cost of an engagement ring, and that's anywhere, the average is between $1,000 and $5,000. The average wedding um, in Tennessee is 23 grand. And it costs different, depending on where you live. Uh, so then I looked up what it cost to get a passport. I don't have one, never been out of the country. A couple $100 with some fees and whatnot. Plane ticket to Thailand, couple of grand. Hotel room in, let's say, Bangkok, I think they said was 220 a night. It's cheaper to fly overseas and pick you out a girl and get married and come back to the U.S. than it is to get married to somebody here. Now, I believe in, I'm joking. I believe in that. Well, I do believe in buying American. But looking around and watching social media, and I've been watching, like, oh, what's the guy's name? Andrew Tate. Uh, I've been watching him and some other guys. And that's the big hot topic right now. And I think it's humorous. But young ladies of today, if you were going to give me 10 of them, I wouldn't want one. But I thought it was just so interesting that guys are really. I mean, there's always been guys that would go overseas and, and marry an Oriental girl or something. But people are really leaving the U.S. to find wives in other countries. And that is sad that the women folk of our country sucked so bad that guys are willing to step on a plane to go find them a wife. And there's nothing wrong with marrying somebody, different nationality or whatever. Uh, I mean, I did, you know, but if the majority start doing that, I'm going to say something, and I'm not racist, but somebody will say, "Oh, that's a racist comment," and then I guess in a sense it is, but on the other hand, it's not. We'll breed out our race. Our race will die, and I think all races, to a point, should stay somewhat pure. I mean, if not, all your that's like marrying somebody from a different part of the country. They don't have the same heritage as you, and it's hard for people to appreciate that. Like if I married a Yankee girl, she couldn't. I don't think would appreciate Southern culture. But that being said, I just think it's truly sad that the women of today suck so bad. That guys are willing to go get a passport and go buy a $2,000 plane ticket, fly halfway around the world. If they're going to Russia, if they're going to the Ukraine, Puerto Rico, wherever. Most people always think about going to Asia or Japan. That women around the world are more feminine and more what is the word, traditional than they are here. I was reading an article. They said by 2030, 50 something percent if all women in the United States will be single forever, they'll all be the crazy lady on the hill with cats. And you can argue the point back and forth, uh, what's causing it. Well, root evil will be social media, immediate gratification, from Instagram, OnlyFans, Facebook, TikTok, and what is it, Rumble. There's all kinds of social media. I don't use them all, so I don't know them all. Uh, so I briefly, before I started to do this video, I got on. I said, okay, what's the average cost of a wedding? Which apparently now is a lick, $1,000 to $5,000 for an engagement ring. I didn't even look up the average cost of a honeymoon. I'm sure it's probably 20 grand. And you add all that up, and there's absolutely no reason for a young man to get married. There's nothing. There's no advantage for a young man to get married these days. There's none. You're not going to marry a virgin. That doesn't exist. And whoever you marry, they're not going to tell you their real body count. And most girls, I would say, let's say by the time they're 29, they've been run through so much that why would you want them? They don't know how to cook. They don't want to be a housewife. They're not subservient to their husbands. You get a divorce, she gets the house, the cars, the kids, half your money, half your retirement. You're going to pay alimony depending on what state you're in. You're going to pay child support. You're going to start over. So I look at guys my age, it's hard to start over. If you've been married 15, 20, 25, 30 years and you get a divorce, holy shit. She gets the house that you paid for. She gets the car. She gets the kids. And then, if you got kids, and then God help you, and I think this ought to be a law. When you have a baby, the baby should be DNA tested right there on the spot against the father. So there's so many guys that find out, after they pay child support for a lifetime, find out the kids are not even his. And, women, there's a term, monkey branching. Women have always got a backup guy in the wings, in case this relationship don't work out, she can hop to the next guy. So there's no reason at all for a young man to get married. We can argue the religion end of it, and I'm a Christian, and the Christians that you're supposed to be married, you're not supposed to have sexual relations outside of the marriage and all that, and that I agree with. But by the same token, a man can go out and do exactly, he can go to work, he can provide for his family, his wife, work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and she just decided one day, I don't want to do this, files for a divorce, and takes all your shit. And I look at young men today and I think if I was in my 20s or 30s, there's no way I'd get married. I tell you what, Ray, send me an email to prepperrabbit@gmail and send me your phone number. And when I get off here, I'll call you and we'll work something out. Okay? All lowercase, just like my screen name, prepperrabbit@gmail. Send me your telephone number and I will call you. But yeah, there's absolutely no reason at all. And I hate that, I think marriage is a really good thing. I think if you got a good woman, and the bad thing is, In this day and age, you hear a lot of women say, "Well, I'm a traditional woman." They're a traditional woman as long as you're dropping coin. As soon as they get mad, they're hoes, and I hate that. And you know, you can blame a lot on social media, but a lot of that's their parents' fault. They didn't raise them right. And women's lib, I'm sorry, I don't believe in it. I do believe this: if a chick wants to go get a job, okay, go get a job. I don't think I was raised. My mother stayed at home, took care of the kids, took care of the house, which was a very hard job to do, and took care of all of us. And then she had there were four of us, and then there were grandkids and great grandkids, and I think that's something to be proud of. And the chicks today, by the time they're ready to get married, they've been ran through so much. I wouldn't, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. And I can only imagine somebody young that's wanting to start a family, buy a home and all that, and you get nothing. So I guess this is more of a rant video, but it's a shame that it's truly cheaper to fly to another country and find you a wife than it is to be here. I mean, like I said, even with all the cost, and then when they divorce you, uh, you're starting all over again. Just think about buying a house. If you buy $100,000 house, let's see, if you buy $100,000 house, time it's paid for, it's about 300 grand. And some chick decides she don't want to be married no more, she's going to take that from you, and she's going to keep that pretty car you put your name on, and then she's going to hit you for child support. And God help you if she can get alimony. And in some states, alimony's forever unless they get remarried. And it just shows you how the government, and I believe a lot of it's the government's fault, uh, pushing for a two income family. That just means they just doubled up on taxes. But I just want to get on here and do my little rant. And if you're in this position, if you're thinking about getting married, I hate to say it, but I'd be a passport bro. I'd step on a plane. I'd go somewhere where women are truly uh, traditional versus the hoes we got here in this country. Just my 2 cents. But I just want to get on here and give you my opinion. I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks, and you know, uh, I've been single long enough now. I thought about, uh, almost saw a wreck. I thought about, maybe getting remarried, but there ain't no way. I wouldn't marry. There's no way. And I don't care how old a man is. Men, uh, use as a rule, we marry chicks that are younger than us. We like youth, and if you don't get one, I'd say between 18 and 25. Well, by the time they're 25, they've been run through so much you wouldn't want them. I wouldn't. I mean, who wants a girl that's had 50 or 60 guys in them? That's just not for me. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you my 2 cents on what I was thinking about. This may apply to somebody, it may not. Most of the people watch my channel are my age. Uh, I think I just soon be single till I die is to redo it. Uh, I watch all these women, and I haven't found one yet that I find appealing, and it's disgusting. It's truly disgusting, and and you can't believe them. I mean, you ask them what their body count is, and of course they're not going to tell you the truth. Uh, they're not going to tell you they slept with 75 guys or 50 or 40. You know, they're going to tell you some bullshit that we all know is bullshit. But anyway, I hope you get a chuckle out of this. And if you're going to be a passport bro, I hope you bring home a good wife. But that's what was on my mind. I thought I'd share it. Uh, Let me see. So, Ray, if you can, go ahead and send that to me, and I will contact you in about 5 minutes. Anyway, folks, that's all I got. More videos coming soon, God willing, and the creek don't rise. That is my 2 cents. Please remember your glass is always half full and never half empty. You keep praying for me, and I'll keep praying for you. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great weekend and stay dry. I'll see you.